What is up, guys? God bless you all and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to install an oil pressure gauge of the Nissan Sentra. No! Oh my god, I forgot to put the damn oil. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you guys watching us. Today we're gonna finally install an oil pressure sensor on the Sentra. Before I'll show you, I just wanna give a huge shout out to all the new subscribers and followers. Thank you for joining the family. Right now we have over 3150 subs, if I remember correctly. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't followed us on the Facebook and Instagram page, go ahead and do that. So now that I got out of the way, let me show you what we're doing. So right here, I have a glow shift oil pressure gauge. This one is actually, it's a boost gauge right here, but I got actually the oil pressure gauge. I went ahead and actually mounted. As now, I have to take it out because that's my mistake. I came yesterday to get that done and I forgot my camera, so I couldn't record nothing. But the only part that I did was the boring part, which was the wiring. But for those who are interested, I'm gonna show you what I did. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually open this up. Obviously, the only thing that is missing in this package is the pressure gauge and the harness. But the rest is actually right here. And stay tuned because I wanna show you actually the location on the block where you're gonna install the oil pressure sensor, okay? Alright, so it came with instructions, which is actually very easy. This is same as the previous gauge, and I'm gonna show you real quick. It came with actually 4 wires, and I'm gonna put them right there. So basically, yellow goes straight to the battery, which is always cost 12 volts constant source. Then we got the red wire that's gonna go to the ignition. Obviously, when you put the key, this wire is gonna be power. Then we got the orange, which basically it goes to the lighting. Whenever you turn your headlights or your interior lights, this wire is gonna be power. And then we got the black, which goes to ground. So I got that out of the way. It's not hard, it's just time consuming. I got that done. Let me show you the gauge on the car real quick. So I have the gauge right there. I mean, I still have the plastic on top. I'm not gonna power it on until later on so you guys can see it. But there it is. So again, I have my AM wideband. I got my glow shift boost gauge. And I have my brand new glow shift oil pressure gauge. This one goes from 0 to 100. Now that you guys see the gauge, let me show you the rest that came on the box. So on this package, basically it came with this thingy right here, just in case that you want to actually use it to route the gauge in a different location or orientation, whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna use this. Obviously it came with the oil pressure sensor. Let me show you real quick. So this one basically goes to the harness of the oil pressure gauge, and this one is going to go to your oil pressure pickup. So this one should be an 8th NPT thread, if I'm not mistaken. And the last thing that it came, it was with the wire harness that goes from the gauge to here. Let me show you that on the car. So I have my plug right here. Obviously I have the other end connected on the gauge. Obviously I have a hole on the firewall, and I route actually all the wiring. The reason why I have this right here is because I want to put it on the sensor that is going to be a little here down there close to the oil filter. So now that we got out of the way, let me show you on the block where this sensor is going to go. All right, so this is my spare block. This one is the one that's gonna go high compression. I haven't forget about that. I have everything. I'm just trying to get other things out of the way. But when you go underneath your car, you're gonna find basically your oil filter, and you're gonna have basically your OEM oil pressure sensor located right here. It should look something like that. It will be basically very similar. So in this case, what you have to do is basically get a T to actually tap it from there, so you can keep the new oil pressure sensor and you can keep your OEM oil pressure sensor. I'm gonna put a picture right now so you guys can see it. There you guys can see it. We have actually one that looks like a T. Obviously you got the adapter that's go to the block, and then you have two more outlets, one for the oil pressure sensor, the aftermarket one, and you have the other outlet for your OEM oil pressure sensor. In my case, I'm using like a small square, which is right here. And the reason for me using that one is because I have the oil pressure sensor, and also I have the oil fill line that goes straight to my turbo. So that's why I have that one. So now that you guys have all the information, I'm gonna basically just jack up the car, get underneath, get this baby on, and after that, I'm gonna show you the gauge working. So let's go. So we're gonna go ahead now and get this car up. Obviously, safety first. I highly recommend you using always one of these stands at all. You never want to trust your hydraulic jack or hydraulic anything. Safety first. Let's put this one right up right here, like that. The car now cannot roll back. And now let's get the car up with this one, and let's get a sensor put on. Let's go. Since I'm here right now dealing with this oil pressure sensor, I'm gonna take the opportunity to actually do an oil change that I've been really past due. This is not sponsored, but I've been using Royal Purple. It seems to be working fine, and I'm gonna be using my regular KN filter. After this, gonna put this on, gonna remove the oil filter, drain whatever's left there, and then put the new oil pressure sensor. All right, so it's gonna be very hard to see, but right there I have my adapter. You guys can see I have the turbo oil fill on the left, I have the OEM oil pressure sensor in the back, and I have the new aftermarket oil pressure sensor to the right. And of course you see the blue Teflon that's going straight to the block. So that's done. I got the new K&N oil filter on. Now what I have left to do is just to run the wire that I showed you earlier. All right, so I got the wiring done right there. You guys can see it. So that's done. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna start up the car and inspect for oil leaks, and if that's good, then we should be all done. Let's go. There is actually, it's flaking in the camera, but none of them are actually doing that. But you can see it right there, off. Let's put it on. I'm not going to start the car real quick. I just want to make sure it's, I guess I guess a little bit of oil pressure, but oof, ooh, 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 no, 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 no. No, oh my God, I forgot to put the damn oil. I hope that is not over. No. Oh my God, this is bad. I hope I didn't fry my engine. No. Oh man, I completely forgot to put the oil back. This is bad. No. Oh, this is a bad video. All right, let's try this again. Man, I think I screwed up my engine. No, this is horrible, man. All right, so the car has oil now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna disconnect my distributor so the car doesn't start. I'm gonna try to actually get pressure on the system, and I hope I didn't lose the bearing. So let's try that again. All right, here we are again. The car is not gonna start right now, but just wanna, you guys can see that it's actually building a little bit of pressure. All right, let's plug back the distributor and inspect for any oil leaks or maybe bearing noises. Hopefully not. Oh man, that's on. Let's take a look. You guys can see right there, I have between about 25 psi of oil pressure, and the car is have an idle surge. Alright, let me inspect for oil leaks. Everything here looks good. Everything's looking good. Alright, let's take a look. Let's put the car on the ground and go for a drive. Alright, so I got the car to idle. It seems to be everything okay. I don't hear anything weird so far. Right now we have a steady close to like 18 psi on idle, which I don't know, it's the first time I see the pressure. But the car right now, it has a good AFR. It's about 14.3, 14.4. It's idling about 1200, which is a little high for my taste. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and cruise the car around the block just to inspect for anything, and hopefully our engine is good. I will hate to basically finish the season this early. So yeah, let's go for a drive. All right, so the car seems stable as now. It has a little bit of a weird noise, but it's because my throttle bearing. So as soon as I put my clutch in, that thing is gone. Right now I have very low pressure. I would say maybe about 12, 15 psi of oil. I don't know if that's normal since I never had an oil pressure sensor. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take the car for a drive and see if it's anything weird. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so far cruising has reached about 40 psi of oil pressure. I was almost 50 psi. Yeah, 10 psi on idle. Seems like 50 psi is the max it will do, because I just got into a little bit of boost and that's what it did. PSI. Well, I guess time will tell when the engine let go. Alright, let's do a little bit of a pull on second gear. Right now it's at 5 psi. I was about 50 psi of oil. Right now it's back at 10 psi again. I'm gonna do my research and see if that's normal. If not, I guess we're gonna have to either take it easy or replace the oil pump. Right, I guess that's gonna be for this video. So yeah, guys, there you guys have it. The B13 now has an oil pressure gauge. I don't know if the pressure that has right now is the best one. I did a rookie mistake. I forgot to put oil and start up the car for about 10-15 seconds. That's not good. So so far I took the car for a drive. The car seems to be running great. It doesn't seem to have any weird noises or like rock knock or any bearing noise. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just ignore that and go from there. Quick reminder, don't forget to put oil after you actually do the oil change. I forgot, it happens, we all human. But thank you guys for watching. You guys have a nice day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend that want to install oil pressure gauge, and I will see you on the next one. God bless you all and stay safe. Have a good day.